Thanks a lot, Jenna. Getting a tour of the Mexico Pavilion for Folklorama. Things kicked off on Sunday, and this particular pavilion is going to be running for the first week of Folklorama. A great place to check out, especially the Mayan exhibition. To tell us a little bit more about that, I'd like to introduce you to Alberto Velasco. Tell us what we can experience when we come check out the Mayan exhibition here.
Well, thank you. First, I got to say bienvenidos and buenos dias, Breakfast Television. We're very excited to have you here because we would like to show people some of the Mayan culture that is one of the significant civilizations in Mexico. And what they'll see is when they come into the exhibition, they'll be walking into a tomb.
A tomb? Is this proper etiquette? Is this okay?
Oh yeah. We're friends with that in Mexico. So what we do is we show people the inside of a tomb, and this is a mural that the people will be able to appreciate. It's from a city called Bonampak, one of the 3 cities that we're highlighting in our Mayan exhibition. And this is just one of the walls of that tomb.
And yeah, this is actually taken from, this is a reproduction of something that was inside of an actual tomb. And as we get to tour around the Mayan exhibition, a whole bunch of great stuff showing us the history of the Mayans and just how advanced and interesting these guys were. And they're pretty smart because they actually had tablets about 1,000 years ago. So right now we're looking at a Mayan iPad, is that right?
Yeah, it was solar powered, I guess I can say that. But no, what it really is a tablet, but it shows the dynasty of one of the important rulers in the city of Palenque. It was called Pacal.
Okay.
And it's just one of the pieces we wanted to replicate to show some of the writing systems that the Mayans were using back in the day. And this is, like I said, another city that we're showcasing Palenque here in the exhibition.
So when we're looking at these different designs, that's telling a story about a particular person and their life and their relatives and everything about them?
That's pretty much a list of names. So you got Pacal and all dynasty above Pacal.
Wow, their signatures look way, way cooler than mine. Now, let's go into this particular game. It's the Mayan ball ring, which I think maybe we kind of remember learning something about this in social studies, but give us a quick education about this game.
Yeah, so as you know, we in Mexico and Latin America, we have this fascination about ball games, right? And it started this way back in the days, started playing back in as far back as 1400 before Christ. It's a pretty old game.
Wow.
Yeah, and as you mentioned quickly, it was one of the uses that this game had was instead of invading and going to war with a town, if people want to take over a town, they just play a game. You lose the game, you lose your town.
Wow.
Yeah.
So instead of fighting and killing each other, they would just play this sporting event, and then everyone get to live and be happy?
Well, everybody else but the players that lost the game,
What?
they will be sacrificed. Yeah, unfortunately.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let that be a lesson to other pro teams out there. You better stop your losing streaks and don't mess around. How did the game end? How do we know when it's done?
Well, it was basically on a point system, so if you hit the opponent's wall, you get points. But if someone managed to get the ball through the ring, which is quite difficult because it's normally up as far as 6 meters high, then automatically the game was won by whoever managed to get the ball through. That's a heavy ball, eh? That's pure rubber, 6 pounds. So it wasn't easy to play around with that thing.
Fascinating stuff. You have to tour through the Mayan exhibition, which is just one of the small parts here at the Mexico Pavilion. So coming up on Breakfast Television, we're going to talk a little bit about the outfits. We're going to talk a little bit about the music and the dance. So much more to show you this morning as we take you on a tour through Mexico and Folklorama on Breakfast Television.